Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Current Affairs Weekly Quiz. Let's begin with the first question. What is the primary reason for the increase in India's forest and tree cover according to the latest State of Forest report released in December 2024? The options are A. Natural growth of forests, B. Increase in plantations for wood, C. Reforestation programs, D. Forest protection initiatives. The correct answer is option B. Increase in plantations for wood. Forests play a crucial role in food security, climate regulation, and biodiversity conservation. World Forest Day 2025, themed Forests and Food, highlights their importance in sustaining ecosystems and livelihoods. In India, the latest State of Forest report released in December 2024 suggests that the country's forest and tree cover has increased, going up to 715,343 square kilometers in 2023 from 698,712 square kilometers in 2013. Analysis of the data suggests that this increase is due to an increase in plantations. Moving on to the next question. Question 2. Which countries are currently part of the Quad maritime grouping that the Philippines wants India to join? A. India, Japan, Australia, South Korea. B. Australia, Japan, Philippines, US. C. India, China, Japan, US. And D. Philippines, South Korea, Australia, and the US. The correct answer is option B. Australia, Japan, Philippines, and the US. Philippines is keen on India and South Korea joining the Quad, the maritime grouping of Australia, Japan, Philippines, and the US in the South China Sea. General Romeo S. Bronner, the Chief of Staff of the Philippines Armed Forces, said. In January 2022, Philippines concluded a $375 million deal with India for 3 batteries of shore-based anti-ship variant of the BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles. Question 3. Since when has World Water Day been celebrated? A. 1990, B. 1993, C. 2000, and D. 2005. The correct answer is option B. 1993. World Water Day is celebrated each year on 22nd March. It aims to raise awareness of the 2.2 billion people living without access to safe water. It is about taking action to tackle the global water crisis. A core focus of World Water Day is to support the achievement of Sustainable Development Goal 6, Water and Sanitation for All by 2030. Question 4. Which country hosted the Sea Dragon 2025 anti-submarine warfare exercise? The options are A. India, B. Japan, C. United States, and D. Australia. The Indian Navy on Thursday concluded a 2-week training session on anti-submarine warfare, or ASW. This comes as India has been working to boost its maritime security and defense capabilities. The multinational ASW, called Sea Dragon 2025, hosted by the United States Navy's 7th Fleet, is not just an exercise for the Navy, but also helps foster military cooperation with key allies. When is the 23rd edition of the bilateral naval exercise Varuna set to take place? A. 17 to 20th March 2025, B. 19th to 22nd March 2025, C. 21st to 24th March 2025, and D. 20th to 23rd March 2025. The correct answer is option B. 19th to 22nd March 2025. The 23rd edition of the bilateral naval exercise Varuna, a testament to the enduring maritime partnership between India and France, is set to take place from 19th to 22nd March 2025. Since its inception in 2001, Varuna has evolved into a cornerstone of cooperation, showcasing the two nations' commitment to enhancing naval interoperability and operational synergy. Question 6. What is India's ranking in the World Happiness Report 2025? A. 126th, B. 118th, C. 94th, and D. 109th. The correct answer is option B. 118th. Finland continues to hold the title of the world's happiest country, followed by Denmark and Iceland. The annual index evaluates nations based on social, physical, and emotional support factors influencing well being. India has climbed 8 spots to rank 118th out of 147 countries. In the 2024 report, India had ranked 126th, the same as in 2023. The country's lowest ranking was 144th in 2012, while its highest position came in 2022, where it stood at 94. Question 7. Who was awarded the 2025 Stockholm Water Prize? The options are A. Taikan Oki, B. Andrea Rinaldo, C. Gunter Bloschel, and D. King Carl XVI Gustav. The correct answer is option C. Gunter Bloschel. The Stockholm Water Prize is awarded by the Stockholm Water Foundation in cooperation with the Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences. The prize will be presented to Bloschel by King Carl XVI Gustav of Sweden. Professor Gunter Bloschel is the world's leading flood hydrologist. He has made groundbreaking contributions to understanding the drivers of increasing flood risks under climate change, coupled to the strong influence of regional flood processes. Question 8. Which Indian state has established the country's first Senior Citizens Commission? The options are A. Tamil Nadu, B. Kerala, C. Maharashtra, and D. Karnataka. The correct answer is option B. Kerala. In a first, Kerala has become the only Indian state to pass a law creating a commission for senior citizens, Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan said on Thursday. Hailing the law enacted on Wednesday, the Chief Minister said this new commission would focus on protecting the rights, welfare, and rehabilitation of the elderly. Question 9. What is the new income threshold for families seeking admission under the Right to Education Act in Gujarat? A. Rupees 1.50 lakhs, B. Rupees 5 lakh, C. Rupees 6 lakh, and D. Rupees 10 lakh. The correct answer is option C. Rupees 6 lakh. The Gujarat government has announced a substantial increase in the income limit for families seeking admission under the Right to Education Act. Effective immediately, the threshold income has been raised to Rs 6 lakh per annum for both rural and urban areas, a significant rise from the previous limits of Rs 1.20 lakh for rural and Rs 1.5 lakhs for urban families. Moving on to the next question, question 10. Which countries collaborated to establish the world's longest intercontinental ultra-secure quantum satellite link? Options are A. India and China, B. South Africa and China, C. South Korea and China, and D. South Africa and India. The correct answer is option B. South Africa and China. China makes big quantum satellite breakthrough with South Africa. China is currently leading in quantum communication technology, guided by prominent physicist Professor Jia-Wei Pan. Quantum communication relies on fundamental principles of quantum mechanics to ensure highly secure information transfer. Question 11. What is the UK government's plan regarding the Chagos Islands? A. To transfer the sovereignty of the Chagos Islands to Mauritius while retaining control over Diego Garcia. B. To hand over full control of the Chagos Islands to Mauritius. C. To retain complete control over the Chagos Islands, including Diego Garcia, and D. To establish a permanent civilian base on the Chagos Islands. The correct answer is option A. To transfer the sovereignty of the Chagos Islands to Mauritius while retaining control over Diego Garcia. 2 women born on the Chagos Islands are seeking to take the British government to court over a proposed deal to transfer sovereignty of the disputed Indian origin archipelago to Mauritius. Britain evicted hundreds of people from the remote islands in the 1960s and 1970s so the US military could build the base on Diego Garcia. Question 12. What does APAR stand for? Or what does APAAR stand for? A. Academic Performance and Assessment Registry. B. Automated Permanent Academic Account Registry. C. Academic and Personal Accreditation Registry. And D. Automated Personal Assessment Record. The correct answer is option B. Automated Permanent Academic Account Registry. APAR stands for Automated Permanent Academic Account Registry. This registry enables what the government describes as the One Nation, One Student ID in order to accumulate and store students' academic accomplishments, facilitating seamless transitions between institutions for the pursuit of further education. The APAR ID is linked to Aadhaar and is stored in DigiLocker. Question 13th. Which infrastructure project is being aligned with the Auroville Master Plan and recently approved by the Supreme Court? The options are A. Crown Road, B. Green Belt Development, C. Solar Energy Project, and D. Auroville University. The correct answer is option A. Crown Road. Welcoming the two recent Supreme Court rulings that reinforce the Auroville Foundation Governing Board's paramount power to implement the founding vision of the Mother for a universal township devoted to human unity and consciousness, Auroville on Tuesday appealed to all residents and stakeholders to strive for a city of the future in a spirit of harmony and collectivism. Question 14th. What is the primary goal of Indore's newly launched green waste processing plant? A. To reduce plastic usage. B. To convert green waste into valuable resources through a public-private partnership. C. To increase the city's timber production. And D. To improve water management. The correct answer is option B. To convert green waste into valuable resources through a public-private partnership. Indore has opened the first public-private partnership model-based green waste processing plant in the country under the Swachh Bharat Mission Urban. This reflects the city's emphasis on unique methods of waste disposal. Indore, being the cleanest city in India, has also taken a leap by launching a green waste processing plant in conjunction with Astronomical Industries Private Limited, located in Indore. Moving on to question 15th. Which new activities were added to the Rashtriya Gokul mission in the latest revision? A. Creating livestock markets and rural infrastructure. B. Establishment of heifer rearing centers and encouraging purchase of high genetic merit cattle. C. Providing direct subsidies for milk production. And D. Expanding animal feed production. The correct answer is option B. Establishment of heifer rearing centers and encouraging purchase of high genetic material cattle. The Union Cabinet has on Wednesday, March 19, 2025, revised the Rashtriya Gokul mission with a total outlay of Rs 3,400 crores. Announcing the decision, Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Ashwini Vaishnav said the move will boost growth in livestock sector in the country. The additional outlay for the scheme as the component of Union government for a period between 2021-22 to 25-26 will be Rs 1,000 crores. Question 16th. Who became the first female president of the International Olympic Committee or the IOC? The options are A. Nadia Comaneci, B. Kirsty Coventry, C. Serena Williams, and D. Simone Biles. The correct answer is option B. Kirsty Coventry. Coventry became the 10th and first female president of the IOC. She attended the Champions Trophy semi-final in Dubai. Cricket is set to mark its return to Olympics in 2028. International Cricket Council, the ICC, President Jay Shah congratulated the newly elected International Olympic Council President Kirsty Coventry. Question 17th. Which country did India sign a defence cooperation pact with recently? A. Australia, B. New Zealand, C. United States, and D. Japan? The correct answer is option B, New Zealand. India signed a defense cooperation pact with New Zealand, a partner of the Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance, and agreed to step up dialogue to enhance maritime safety after Prime Minister Narendra Modi met the visiting Prime Minister of New Zealand, Christopher Luxon. Question 18th. What is the theme of the 2025 edition of the Raisina Dialogue? The options are A. Peace and Diplomacy, B. Geoeconomics and Technology, C. Kal Chakra, People, Peace and Planet, and D. Climate Change and Sustainability. The correct answer is option C. Kal Chakra, People, Peace and Planet. On Monday, March 17th, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the Raisina Dialogue, a conference focused on geopolitics and geoeconomics in Delhi. This event coincided with another gathering of intelligence heads hosted by National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, which included the intelligence chiefs from at least 3 of the Five Eyes nations, the United States, the United Kingdom, and the New Zealand. Question 19th. Which two satellites were undocked as part of the SpaceX mission? A. STX-01 and STX-02, B. STX-03 and STX-04, C. Chandrayaan-4 and Gaganyaan, and D. Mars Orbiter and Astrosat. The Indian Space Research Organization, or ISRO, has successfully completed the undocking of 2 satellites, part of the Space Docking Experiment or SpaceX mission, marking a significant milestone in India's space exploration journey. The undocking process involved a precise sequence of events, culminating in the separation of the STX-01 and STX-02 satellites. Moving on to the final question. Question 20. Which African countries were most affected by Cyclone Jude? The options are A. South Africa, Kenya, and Tanzania, B. Mozambique, Madagascar, and Malawi, C. Egypt, Sudan, and Libya, and D. Ghana, Nigeria, and Cameroon. The correct option is B. Mozambique, Madagascar, and Malawi. Cyclone Jude first made landfall in northern Madagascar on March 8, displacing thousands who had to stay in temporary shelters. The UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs reported. After gaining strength as it moved westward over the Mozambique Channel, the cyclone made landfall in Mozambique's coastal district, Mussuril, in Nampula province on March 10. That's all for today. Thanks for watching.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.